Hey everybody, I'm on my way home from work and I have a little bit of memory here. I'm gonna record some of my thoughts. So sometimes I do these video logs. Well, a lot of times I do them because I'm trying to help educate people and just share my thoughts and maybe create awareness, and sometimes I do it because it's therapeutic for myself. Today it's going to be a therapeutic video log. Where I work for a home improvement company, and I work in pro service sales. I'm a specialist at that desk, and I'm feeling like the pinch more and more and more with what's going on with corporations right now and stores. We're still open and I'm still able to work, which is a blessing, which I did say on one of my first video logs, but it comes with a price because it's getting harder and harder to do my job without compromising, and it is now 100% being forced that I have to wear a mask while I'm at work. And that was because of my state, because I'm in Pennsylvania and our governor is saying that everyone that's working has to wear a mask, and anyone that goes into these public places has to wear a mask to go into the stores. Well, I went shopping the other day at a grocery store for myself and for my mom because she's disabled and she can't go out and shop on her own, and she can't drive. She can drive, but she doesn't have a car, so I do her shopping for her. And I refused at the door. I was not going to wear a mask. I was sick of wearing it all day, 9 hours a day at work, and I was not harassed at all, which is a blessing. I went about my business very respectfully, and I didn't go through a line. I went through the self-checkout, and it was a big order. I spent over $200 in groceries, and no one stopped me. I just hope it's not an issue next time. But now we got an email through my company today saying that starting on May 4th, it'll be mandatory for everybody in every one of my home improvement stores to be wearing a mask. And so that's not just Pennsylvania, that's the whole entire company. So a lot of the stores haven't been being forced to wear them yet, and there's definitely some pushback, but a lot of people are just like eating it up, thinking, yes, this is the way we're going to protect each other and protect our fellow employees and our customers. Well, and I'm sharing this with everyone that I can, that these little paper masks are doing zero for anything that you consider to be a disease that is catchy. If anything, these masks are hindering our ability for our body to get rid of the CO2 and to be able to be breathing in fresh oxygen. I hate the fact that being forced to wear this mask, I'm going to be rebreathing my CO2. The mask gets moist. Now I wear mine so it's like folded down. This is a little cloth one. I got the least amount of material that I can use, and it's soft around the ears because it's so uncomfortable around your ears. I know there's other people out there struggling with this as well. I have to keep my job. I need that income. And it's not about like, I know that I could stand up for myself and I could take documentation in there, but number one, they're saying I need a doctor's excuse, and I don't go to the doctor. I doctor myself. Unless it's a triage situation where it's an emergency, I do not go to the hospital. I do not go to the doctor. So I'm not going there, especially during this madness, this chaos, and getting a doctor's excuse to say that I don't want to wear the mask because I don't think it's healthy or whatever, because I have anxiety, whatever the answer might be. So I fold it down so that it doesn't cover my nose, and then I do get harassed for that. But you know what? I have to be able to breathe. I breathe through my nose. If my mouth is covered, then so be it. But when I'm pulling heavy orders, I think I mentioned this before, like when I'm pulling heavy orders, if it's lumber, or I'm trucking up and down a big ladder, up and down these ladders, or if I'm lifting heavy concrete bags or whatever it is, I'm huffing and puffing more, and I'm breathing through my mouth. It's very hard to breathe. And I actually got a dizzy spell the other day because of the mask. The masks get very moist. I know people don't like that word, but that's exactly what they do. They get very wet because of the condensation coming out of my mouth, or because of just the heat and you have moisture that comes out of you when you breathe. And that is capturing bacteria, I guarantee. I mean, I don't use the same one over and over again. I get a fresh one, or I clean them, I wash them, hand wash them, but it's still going to throughout the day. I mean, I don't know if people understand how quickly bacteria can grow, and how quickly fungus and mold spores can attach themselves, and then it's attaching itself right in front of your mouth, and you have the potential of it going into your mouth or into your respiratory system. I mean, how is that healthy? I absolutely hate it, and I'm being forced to do it. So I'm getting very bitter and very frustrated, and I'm feeling shame for myself, and I'm feeling embarrassment, and I'm feeling I don't know what the other word's, just frustrated. I'm feeling a little bit like hopeless, because I thought things were getting better, because some of the states are starting to open up in some ways. Like where I live in Pennsylvania, we're told that starting May 1st, which is tomorrow, May Day, that our contractors, and that's who I work with, is contractors, the business owners and the people that are builders, that they are going to be opened up to start working again on new construction. Before it was just like for emergency purposes only, but now they can work on new construction and go back to work, but it can only be 4 people at a time on a job site. So I was thinking that things were getting better, and it was starting to get more lenient. And then I'm getting these emails that starting in a few days, it's going to be like wearing a mask is going to be mandatory company-wide. I'm just hoping that it changes overnight quickly, and they're like, you know what, you don't need to wear those anymore. Because that's what happened when we were counting people. We were counting people coming in the store and out of the store, and that was such a pain. We had to only allow 150 people in the store at a time. And then all of a sudden, just overnight, during one meeting, they're like, never mind, we're not doing it anymore, but now everybody has to wear a mask. A flimsy little mask that does nothing but hinder your respiratory system from being healthy. Exact opposite of what we need to be doing. Second of all, I wanted to, like I said, this is therapy for myself. Second of all, I just wanted to vent, because of the whole damn mask thing. And I mentioned this before, people think that they can hide behind that mask, and they think that it's okay to be mean. Like, people are becoming so like a keyboard warrior, like hiding behind their mask and thinking that that we can't recognize them, or that it's okay for them to be extremely rude, to feel entitled. And I know people are acting out on their fear as well. I mean, fear is really messing things up right now for everyone. It's controlling their actions, and then also pushing them towards this anger and bitterness, and I'm dealing with it too, towards their fellow man. And it's so, I've dealt with several people here lately. I mean, it's every day. It's on the phone. I had a guy today called up and was questioning me about something about staircases or stairs. Well, I could hardly hear him, because if you don't understand working at these home improvement stores, it is loud. There are forklifts beeping. There are other things in the stores beeping. There are loud carts. There are people yelling. It's a very loud business, and it's very hard to hear. And on top of that, I got this contraption wrapped around my ear, and the guy was belittling me because he was acting like I didn't know what he was talking about. That's just something small. I had a couple the other day. Now, like I said, I work with contractors, I work with construction workers and business owners. That's my desk. I should not be working with the do-it-yourselfers and the homeowners and the people that just are into a project. But I end up doing that all the time. And I had customers come up, and they wanted a quote on a material list on some decking. I asked them, do you have a business account with us? No. Well, that's what I do here. That's what this desk is for. Well, can't you help me? No, sure, I'll help you. Do you have your item numbers and do you have your material list from your contractor? No, we're doing it ourselves. So I go into research mode and find everything that they need. Of course, they're not detailed about it and they don't know what they need. And I help them as best as I can, and I help them save like 14% as well. And then they expected it to be pulled immediately, and I explained to them that we're short-staffed and that you would have to give us some time, at least 24 hours, and then I would call them when it was ready. And I got on it and got a coworker to help me, and we got it done that afternoon, like within 12 hours, like within 8 hours, we got it done. But they didn't come in to pick it up till the next day. Next day they come in, instead of coming to my desk where they put the order in, talking to me, they went to customer service. Nobody up there knew where it was. I put comments under my order saying exactly where the order was pulled. It was like 3 hacks of lumber and a cart full of miscellaneous things, small shopping cart. And nobody at customer service understands how to read comments, and all my orders had been moved from their original placement because we are so busy. There are so many internet orders and so many phone orders and so many orders coming in that it had to be moved, and it was shuffled around. So I went out and helped the gentleman from customer service find the order. Meanwhile, I got berated by these customers of mine that I did this order for. You told me that this order was ready, and I'm here to pick it up, and I've been waiting 45 minutes, which usually means about 12 because they always exaggerate. And I said, I'm sorry, sir. I didn't lie to you. The order is ready. I'm going to go help them find it. I don't understand why you went to customer service when you put the order in with me. So, different desk. So I went out and found it. And to make a long story short, they were yelling and they were upset and they felt so entitled, and that like in 2 minutes that we should be getting 3 hacks of lumber and a shopping cart loaded for them. And I had to explain to them very carefully not to snap, but I was like, do you think that we're overstaffed or are we understaffed right now during this pandemic? Because I couldn't get really political at the time. And I said, I did not lie to you. Your order is ready. I said, we need to get a forklift driver to go get it for you. We have to find it as well because it's been shuffled among about 100 other orders outside. And the only forklift driver is back there on the register doing a phone order. So we're going to have to wait. And to top it all off, even though I understand that the virus is not a pandemic, but we are being told that you're supposed to be sheltering in place and only going out for essential life-sustaining items. And guess what? Decking is not one of them. And I'm just getting very frustrated dealing with customers like that, and customers that just want to yell and be mean. We had customers the other day get in a fight in line with each other. I had a Mennonite couple today, and if you don't know what Mennonite is, like they're like Amish, but like somewhere between. They're not quite as strict as Amish, but they're very religious and very, usually very calm and peaceful and non-argumentative. And I had a couple come up, and there was a box of flooring tile, and it was damaged. Not horrifically damaged, but it was damaged, but a lot of the tile inside the box was still good. It was marked from like $50 a box down to $5. And the guy wanted half off of that price. And he argued and argued and argued about it and said, you might as well just throw it in the trash then. No, it's product that's our inventory and it's on the shelf and somebody will buy that for $5. It was unreal. My point is that these masks are just making, and they had their masks on. These masks are making people, the ugly come out in people. Ugly. It's very hard living in this world right now. And I hope you guys understand, but this is just a little bit therapeutic to me. It's like you guys are sitting right there beside me and I can just vent. And I hope that some people are understanding where I'm coming from. And I hope y'all don't think I'm being a pussy because I can't stand up for my rights right now with wearing this silly mask at work. My window's fogging up. It's raining, of course. Anyway, I don't know when it's going to end. I'm going to continue to keep sharing, things on social media to try to turn the tide and wake people up. But the masks aren't healthy. They're not healthy physically and they're not healthy psychologically. I'm done with it. sunshine out